Tree Talking Time is brought to you by Conkey's Outdoors. Get all your hound hunting needs at conkeys.com. Welcome to Tree Talking Time, where we talk all things tree dogs, from the smallest fights to the largest hounds, treating squirrels to bears and everything in between. And from time to time, we might even run a little fast game. Need reliable housing for your animals? Animal Housing Solutions in Mayo, Florida builds custom coops, kennels, and shelters that are strong, durable, and designed with your animal's comfort in mind. Whether you need a large-scale kennel or a small custom chicken coop, they've got you covered. Quality craftsmanship, great service, and solutions built to last. That's the Animal Housing Solution promise. Check them out at Animal Housing Solutions on Facebook. Animal Housing Solutions, where your animals come first. Your dogs deserve the very best, and that's exactly what Elite Nutrition Canine Products delivers. Packed with premium ingredients and backed by science, their formulas are designed to boost energy, support joint health, and keep coats shiny and strong. Whether you've got a working dog, a hunting partner, or just a loyal best friend, Elite Nutrition gives them the fuel they need to thrive. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose the nutrition your dog deserves. Find Elite Nutrition Canine Products today and give your dog the Elite Edge. Go to shopeliteglobal.com and use the code TREE10 on your next purchase. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, bud. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you asking.
Actually, I guess it was last time I was down. I asked Wayne about getting you on, but it's just hard when I'm down. I'm only there for a couple days.
Yeah. And plus everybody, because there's always hunting season, everybody's always got, 8,000 things going on.
Exactly. Because it's like, even us, we were every day, we were going to bed at 8 o'clock because we were getting up at 4,
Yeah. And so that's where, man, it sucks. Like, so we actually, my dad pulled his camper down and,
that's nice.
we got a guy ever since we've been going down there. Really, we've been staying. We just pulled the camper down, and we've been staying at his house. I mean, you got to think it's safe because I live 30 minutes on the other side of Wayne.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
So like where we go for the first week, down in Charlotte County, it takes we're down in that country, but the actual club that I hunt first week, it's about an hour and a half from my house.
Yeah,
hour 40 minutes, something like that. If I'm saving almost, by the time you feed and water, put dogs up, I save about 4 hours a day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because we stay, where we're staying, it's 3 miles from where we're hunting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That makes a lot of difference when you're 5 days, 7 days in.
Exactly. No, even a couple with, when I go down and hunt with Wayne, and it's, an hour and a half down and back every day, and it's like, man, it'd be nice to find somewhere down here to stay.
Yeah, because it's becoming. We've done it for ever since we've been going down there, but it's becoming more and more popular. I know another group that hunts a club or two down from us. And they do the same thing. They take campers down, and I think actually they might rent campers.
Okay.
But it's worth it. You figure,
yeah.
You drive an hour and a half one way 5 times. That'll wear you out. Yep. It'll burn your pocketbook up too.
Exactly. Gas ain't cheap. Before we get too far into this, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Tyler Hatcher. I live in Bedford, Virginia, and I got a little bit of anything that you want. I got a pack of bear dogs. I got one coondog left, and I'm newly into squirrel dogs.
Yeah. And when you say you have a coondog and a squirrel dog, you not just have some pleasure dogs, like.
No.
We're out there pounding the roads.
I have a wannabe. I have a up and coming coondog, I should say. We sold our me and my partner that a coon hunt with Bruce Huffman. Me and him, we had a really, really nice 2-year-old female out of Frogger.
Okay.
And we sold her 2 weeks before Super Stakes, something like that.
Okay.
And man, we hit the road looking for another one, and we got a little female. She's about 1.5 years now. We call her Pixie out of Stallard's Joe dog. Old Set 'em Up Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And we think right much of her. She's
nice.
She does what she's supposed to.
Yeah.
And we got 6 bear hounds and I got 2 puppies out of a litter I raised.
That's it? 6?
Yeah. Yeah,
those are like rookie numbers for bear hunters.
Well, and me and the my best friend that me and him hunt together, and I don't know. I've never been one that loads the truck down.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen the advantage of feeding 15 head.
No, I understand. I'm just giving you a hard time.
To, I don't know. I've never, if I could cut down 6 to me is the perfect number. If one's wore out or, on injured reserve, I'm deep enough where I'm hunting tomorrow no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really feeding the extra dog to see what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. It's so weird. I'm not a puppy man. I buy my coon dogs. I buy them well started.
Okay.
If it hadn't already treed 20, 30, 40 coons, I'm not interested.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a puppy man.
See, I want to be a puppy man because I like having puppies. I like raising litters. I like them. I like fooling with them when they're puppies, like just playing with them, not. But I'm horrible at starting them. See, I want to raise it, and then I want to hand it over to somebody to get it started, and then give it back. So
my brother, he got that gift, if you will.
Yeah.
Between us, he's got a Redbone. And Redbone's putting up all that money this year for their breed hunt.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding $10,000 to their breed hunt this year. Insane money. Yeah, it's insane money. And we went to Autumn Oaks one year, and he had it all set up before. A man give him this Redbone. Super, super well bred. And said, she's not gonna make what a man's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And he took his dog and fooled with it. And I think she's sitting like, don't quote me on this, I haven't looked in a long time. I think she's 6th in the Redbone breed right now.
Oh wow.
And just is a really, really nice coon treer. But he got that gift. Me, I'd have give up on her after 2 nights of turning her loose and looking at her. That's just.
Yeah.
But now on the bearhound side, I'm polar opposite. If it's not born in my house, I'm not even going to give it the time of day.
Gotcha. I
don't know. I've got that side of it completely figured out, and I've got that side of what I like is what I'm raising, and it suits me and makes me happy, because it's like anything. If what you're hunting, take coon dogs. Me, if I could find one, they're hard to find. I love a babbler.
Okay.
If I can cut it and it goes out there 5 feet and I'm toting 100 after that, that's what I'm talking. I love it. 99% of people, they hate them.
Yeah.
But I'm there to win. you know. And if I can get that advantage, if that's a small advantage that I can get, I'm going to take any advantage I can get.
Yep.
But they,
at least you're honest about it.
oh yeah. I mean,
a lot of people are like, nope, that dog struck right as soon as, you turn it loose. And it's like, really? No, it just babbled. Like, come on, be honest about it.
Yeah, I'm 100%, yeah, they just, a barking fool is, and people hate them, and the reason they hate them is because they're hard to beat. I don't like drawing because they're hard to beat. I mean, because the way dogs are now is in 60 minutes, you're scoring one tree, and, 3 out of the 4 trees that you walk to, they're going to have their coons.
Yep. Whoever's first and first is probably going to win.
Yeah, because dogs at that level don't miss much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely, and a lot of, you may catch a bad break where they're in a big pine, in a pine patch where you can't see it, or it's in a den and they just run it straight to the den and the coon knew where he was going. But it's not too common. But getting back to what I was saying, yeah, so that, my bear dogs, I've kind of got that line. I've got my dogs where I know what I like. I know what satisfies me. And so I keep breeding it because it pretty well checks all the boxes for what I personally like. Now, a lot of people may not care for them too much. But it's all in what you like and what makes you happy.
I will say, I've heard your dogs are very, very fast track dogs.
Yeah, they are quick. Yeah,
and that comes from a walker hater.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 He. Yeah. Most of the time, he's. They do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever, I hunt white cloud dogs. I don't know whether you've ever heard of them or not.
I have.
Everything I hunt is full white cloud.
Okay.
They've,
where did you originally get your dogs?
It's a funny story. I got out of bear hunting and went all coon hunting probably 12, 15 years ago. Well, I took a short vacation, let me say. And it was probably 6 or 7 years ago. And I've got a good buddy of mine in North Carolina. And it seems like to me I went with a friend once or twice. And I was like, well, guess we're doing this again. And I called him, and he was a good friend. Me and him used to switch a lot of dogs back in the day, and he's had good dogs. And I called him. I said, hey, dude, I said, I'm starting back. I said, I need like 2 or 3. What do you have? What's around you? He lives in the mountains of Carolina, and it's a lot of good dogs come out of that area.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I don't have nothing, man. And I said, man, I seen you posting these pictures on Facebook or messaged me or sent me pictures or something. I said, what's that white dog you got? I said, tell me that ugly thing. And he says, yeah, no, I don't think so. Well, he was a pup, and he called me back about 2 weeks later. He said, you still want that dog? I said, well, yeah. I mean, if he's good as what you say he is. He said he is. He said, I'll sell you him. And he said, I got 5 dogs. I'll sell you 2 of them. And to this day, he'll tell you he made 2 mistakes in his life calling Casper. He said, I've made 2 mistakes in my life. One of them was my first marriage. The other one was selling Casper. And he's been chasing a trail dog like him ever since. But that's where I got my first one.
Okay.
And they were both actually full white cloud. And I liked him so much. I said, man, if this is what this stuff's producing, let me go chase some more of it.
Yeah.
And it's not something easy to come by.
Mm-hmm.
I put in a lot of miles and a lot of hours on the phone talking to people, looking and hunting, and I finally found enough where I was self-sufficient, and I've just raised my own after that. I don't know. I'm 3 generations in or something like that now.
Okay.
I've got pups from Maine to Florida to west is Utah that I know of.
Dang. It's pretty far.
Yeah, and they were, they seem to be having good success,
Mm-hmm.
with the ones I've sent out. But they are fast. I got 1 or 2 that's got exceptional speed.
Other than speed, what would you say they really makes them stand out that you really are drawn to?
They still got the nose. And I'm a coon hunter too. I'll be the first to tell you, I don't want a cold nosed coon dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want one. I want one, competition dogs. We want them flying through the country, ambushing them.
Yeah.
And these, I think that's what sets them apart is they don't have any coon stock in them. Nothing in my dogs for 7 generations at least goes back to coon stock. I mean, you're not going to look at anything on my papers and see any Stackett Junior. You're not going to see any Lipper. You're not going to see, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm not knocking it. Now, some of that stuff is great stuff. But when you get to breeding, in my opinion, when you get to breeding that coon stock in, you lose what's making the great bear dog because you're kind of changing its purpose there.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
And, I've had some coon hunters call me and they're, hey, I want to try your dogs. No, you don't. Because I breed for nose, breed for grit, and breed for speed. And that's the first thing I tell people, when they call me to buy a pup. I said, do you like a blow down tree dog? Well, yeah, man, I want one knocking the hammer down. Well, my dog's not gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
My dog's tree, but that's about it. My dog's tree like a average cur. I mean, because I don't care how they tree. And most of my dogs don't tree till I bet they're a year and a half old. Some of them close to 2 year old before they ever tree, which is how crazy is that for a walker?
Yeah.
But I don't breed for tree. I always said that it would take 1 or 2 to hold it there. I want the whole pack to put it there, and then something be there barking enough to hold it there till I get there.
Yep. And you're 100% right. It's easy to get a dog to tree, a bear versus a coon, and so even if that means you have to run one other extra dog that's literally just going to backpack off of your whole pack and sit there and tree.
Yeah. And they all, it's not like they don't tree. They all end up treeing, but I tell you, I've got 2 litter mates. I call Apache and Sprinkles, and they are, I don't know, 3 or 4 year old now. But when they were 8 or 9 months old, I could take them too, and I could tree bear by themselves with them.
Dang.
But they didn't know how to tree. I can't tell you how many nights me and Tyler Dowdy, my best friend, we hunt together every day. I can't tell you how many times we turn them loose and to be just them 2 left. He said, what are you going to do? I said, dude, you going to the house? I said, I'll catch them in the morning or when they cross a road or something. Because they would tree it, but they didn't know how to tree. So they just mill around till the bear come out. They'd hit the track again, and they was on again. And they'd catch it and tree and didn't know how to tree, and they'd mill. It was that went on for a while, and they finally figured it out. But that Apache dog, he ended up, he's my best, what I consider my best dog.
Okay.
People, I don't know. I guess I have a different opinion of most people. Bear hunters think of your best dog as your best trail dog.
Mm-hmm.
Which my best trail dog by far is Casper.
Okay.
But I think my best bear dog is Apache.
What do you think it sets Apache apart?
He is above average to excellent at everything. He's got a above average nose. He can't do anything. Casper's a super, super cold nosed dog. I mean, it's not many dogs that can trail with him. Apache's got a above average nose, but he's got excellent speed, above average grit, excellent stamina. He clicks all the boxes of what you're looking for in a bear dog. He handles good. He listens. I mean, he's one dog bear pack. If I can get him to bark twice, I mean, that bear's done, pretty well caught.
Okay.
But he's a nice one. But they're all dogs. They all make mistakes. And
for sure.
Boy, they sure can all make you mad quick, can't they?
Oh, yeah. Now, in a lot of ways, these dogs kind of almost sound like a running dog. Just as far as speed, nose, not wanting to tree a bunch.
I don't know. This was before my time in it. I have heard that they have got some running dog as well as bird dog influence.
Okay.
And that would make sense because I don't know if you've ever seen my dogs. Most all my dogs are solid white. A brown head or a black patch on their, the hind leg, a calico ear, something like that. Other than that, they're about solid white.
Gotcha.
They come across the road and they say, the white dog just crossed the road. Which one? I'm going to need a little more than that. Need a little information here.
Yeah, I guess the day I run into you up on the mountain, you didn't have anything in your box, so I didn't see any of your dogs.
Yeah, I remember that. I have no clue if we were running or they could have been running a deer. I don't know. I remember that day, but I don't remember what I had going on. That was during the early season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did we have an early season?
Yeah, it was during early season.
Was it? Yeah, we lost that too. We lost all our bear season here.
Mm-hmm.
The mange really took a toll. Have you been to Bedford since the mange hit?
I haven't hunted. Even when I've hunted with Wayne, we've went.
Yeah,
east.
Well, you have to. We used to be able to go right there at the mountains that I seen you in,
mm-hmm.
and you could about pick your track of what you wanted to run. And now you may hunt those same mountains and find one in a week.
Jeez. Yeah, I've heard it's it's been tough.
But I think, fingers crossed, I think it's finally done moved on, and hopefully we're on the rebound.
Hopefully.
That would be ideal anyway.
Now, I've mentioned Wayne several times here. Didn't you get your start bear hunting with Wayne?
Yeah. So my original start in dogs come from my granddad. Always coon hunted his whole life.
Okay.
And I've been going with him, and my dad got him more or less back into when we were small, and we've hunted as long as I can remember coon hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I was old enough to go, not old enough to keep up. 10, 12. I could keep up on an easy day. On a bad day, I didn't have a shot. You know? And Daddy started hunting with Wayne, and that's where I started. I mean, the first time I ever went hunting with Wayne. First was many times I was still hunting with Wayne, and I think the last time I went hunting, whenever it was the other week, I was still going with Wayne.
Yeah.
But yeah. When I started hunting with Wayne.
I thought
He's taught me a lot. He's one of the best men you'll ever meet.
That's for sure.
And it was a guy hunting with us the other day. He said, Wayne ain't changed one bit. He said I've known him for 30 years. And he said he gets just excited today as he did 30 years ago.
That's the truth.
And you never, people don't understand. I've never met enough. Like me, I've kind of got numb to it. Yeah, we got a bear treat. Okay. And I just walk in there like we're going to a coon or a squirrel,
Yeah.
You take your 8-year-old pleasure dog and she goes and trees a coon. Well, you come to expect it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of how I am with bear. I expect to tree every one I turn on. I don't, but that's my expectation.
Yeah.
And so when I tree one, it's just like walking to a coon tree. Wayne, on the other hand, man, I wish I had the excitement that he does.
Oh, heck. Even just telling stories on the radio, I laugh. He'll be spitting and slobbering and getting himself all fired up just telling stories.
But I know I'll get it wrong. I think Wayne is 76. He just had a birthday. I don't remember exactly how old he is. But we treat a bear in August during the running season. And we was at the very top of the mountain. Me and him had dogs there. And we pulled straight up his side. And it's not many 77-year-olds. He pulled straight up his side, straight to him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I believe.
And we got him out of there. And, he's got the will to go.
He does.
But he's a super good guy. But yeah, that's where I got the first time I ever went hunting. It was with him. And he had, I know you've heard him talk about the Tigger dog.
Yep. Tigger
was for real. Tigger was the real deal. He was a lot like my Casper dog. I mean, you could just, if you couldn't do nothing else, you turn him loose and just go to walking, and he was going to make something happen.
Okay.
He was just one of those that he was smarter than most people. It's almost like he knew he would lead you to where you needed to go to find one. It seemed like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he reminded me a lot of Casper dog. Just even keel, wasn't, didn't get too jacked up, didn't get too wide open, but was going to go in there and get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was long before I met Wayne.
Yeah, shoot, I bet. I remember I hunted with Tigger. Actually, my daddy carried Tigger out the woods the last time he ever went to the woods.
Okay.
We run a bear, and it actually crossed over head foremost and flat top and got into Sharps Mountain over there. And Daddy carried him out. And this is a rough guess, that was probably 2003, I'm going to guess.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere about in there.
Been a while ago, that's for sure.
Yeah. But like I said, and then I bear hunted for most all my life, competition hunted most all my life, and then I said, shoot, man, I've seen a lot of my buddies that I coon hunt around, on the road with. and they was trying this squirrel hunting deal out. I said, man, I don't have enough dogs. You know what I'm saying? Let me try. Let me figure out another way to waste time in the woods here.
Yep.
And I have absolutely fell in love with squirrel hunting.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, that's for sure. Conkey's Outdoors is proud to be a sponsor of Tree Talking Time. Family, hunting, tradition is the Conkey's motto. They understand the importance of passing down the tradition of hound hunting. They are a family-owned business that treats you like family. They also understand the importance of having the gear you need when you need it. Conkey's carries everything for your next hunt, and it ships to your door quick. They also offer great warranties on all tracking systems and financing options. Check them out at conkeys.com. You can also use the code TreeTalkingTime5 in all caps to save as well.
So I got a dog and got another one, and I bought a young dog that had a lot of potential, because I wasn't looking for a squirrel dog. I was looking for a competition dog.
Yeah.
And I bought a young dog that had a lot of potential. Just didn't pan out. You know, he's a good squirrel treer.
Yeah.
But he just didn't. He wasn't that extra. And I actually bought a dog out of Michigan, a boy named Matthew Osborne, raised, and out of Porcupine Mountain Bud.
Okay.
And her mommy is a dog called Daisy, and she won the Cur World, I think, a year before last.
Okay.
Anyway, her name is Rose, and I like her right well. I took her to I took her Saturday to my first squirrel hunt ever, and I got in the finals of a USDC hunt.
Very nice.
Yeah, so but we're planning on, me and her's going to hit the road this year and give that a whirl.
Yeah.
We're going to hunt the USDC series. We got entries to the side-by-side hunt and the truck hunt and all the ground floor hunts that they have.
Cool.
So we're going to try that out, and I'm going to try to see how that works with bear season.
Yeah, that'll be tricky.
Yeah, because the side-by-side hunt is the first Saturday of bear season. And our bear season comes in on Monday, so I'm going to hunt Monday to Friday and then leave here and go to Kentucky Friday night to hunt Saturday. And I hope to be back in time to hunt Monday to Friday, just in time to head out back to Jamestown, Tennessee to hunt the following Saturday. So we'll see. We'll see how Bama takes it.
Yeah.
But that's what really drove me to being intrigued with the squirrel dog is I got a 6-year-old little girl.
Yep.
And, you know, at the time we had the fire dog, the Frogger female I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And bear hunting just didn't excite her. Didn't excite a lot of little kids. And she enjoys hunting, enjoys being with me while I'm hunting. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
But I couldn't, fire a mile wasn't nothing for a tree to her.
Especially where you live, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not that flat farm country where there's coon everywhere.
Yeah, no. And I don't hunt in the mountains a whole lot. I live on top of the mountain, but I don't necessarily hunt in the mountains a lot.
Okay.
But I'll travel a little bit and get in the rolling hills.
Gotcha.
But, a mile at night, 6 years old, it's tough on her.
Yeah.
I mean, a good tree is 450, and we got the little squirrel dog, and I started hunting it. She started going with me some, and 450 is a long tree, relatively speaking. I mean, on a good morning,
yeah,
450 is pretty well maxing you out. Now a midday hunt or snow and ice, they'll get on through there, but it's not common.
Yeah.
So she can keep up, and she loves it, man. She'll get that Garmin, and she'll be looking at it, and boy, they bark twice. Come on, Daddy, we got to go. And she's starting to walk. She'll walk your guts out. She'll walk you more than the dog will.
That's
Come on,
awesome.
Daddy, they're this way. Let's go. I said, well, baby, come on, let's calm down. Let them treat. Daddy, we got to go. And just take off walking. You better catch up. If not, she gonna have the garment and leave you behind. But so now we got Barbie down there. You'll never guess who named Barbie.
Yeah. I was wondering, was that bear dog you mentioned earlier, Sparkle or something of that?
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
No, I actually named Sprinkles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Well, she's got a brown head and got a lot of ticks on her. She looks almost like an English dog.
Gotcha.
So, but at that time, I raised her in a litter of a bunch of. I think I raised 6 at that time, 5 or 6 at one time, and I was running out of names. And this thing had dots all over, and it looked like it's been covered with sprinkles. I said, "All right, Sprinkles, it is." Yeah, I was running short on names at that point.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it seems like the squirrel dog, and it's I enjoy it. I really do. I've taken to it.
Mm-hmm.
I went this morning. I went to that hunt Saturday. My dog looked like $1 million early. Looked really, really good. Actually, I drew Nikki Hale's cowboy dog that just won the world, and we had a really good early cast. Man, everything looked good, and I called a break and ended up winning. And then late, we went right back out. It was like 11:30. We turned loose. Man, it was hot. My female just had come out of heat. I hadn't been hunting her, and boy, she looked bad. But she was wore down. It was when I got back to my truck after that 90 minutes. I think my truck said it was like 86 degrees.
Dang, that is
warm.
It
was too bad. Yeah, it was too hot to be hunting, but we had to hunt.
Yeah.
And but I said, well, she'll be in shape after this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working on her every day, trying to get her right because we're gonna hunt. I guess we have another hunt. Virginia 18 dog is middle of November, and then next Youth Day Saturday for bear.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing that, and the following Saturday is the WTDA youth hunt, the state youth hunt in Tazewell.
Yep.
Man, they've done a great job with that hunt.
Mm-hmm. I just had
Kevin Rose. On. Oh, really? Yeah,
yep.
Kevin Rose. I listened to that. The other, actually, when I was headed to the hunt in Tennessee. Kevin Rose and Chad Kenny and those guys out there, they have done Mike Hamilton. They've done a great job with that. I know Kevin Cohen sent a bunch of donated some stuff or some money or something. Mm-hmm. They've got a pile of stuff for those kids down there, so we're gonna go down there and hunt that, and then we'll be ready for the big ones. Going to go hunt for the side by side during bear season.
All your bear hunting buddies are like, "Are you crazy? You go squirrel hunting during bear season."
So that's what I told them. I said, now Fridays, I'm probably going to cut out at 12. I said, I got a long ride ahead of me. They're like, drive at night. I don't know what to tell you. We got bird to kill. And I said, man, it's, I'm trying to juggle a whole lot here.
That you are.
Hopefully once the wintertime, bear season hits. And that's lucky. I told you I got the fixed dog at Coondog that we haven't talked about at all. I've got a really, really good partner on her. Bruce does a great job with her. And I'm very fortunate to have him because without help like that, it's no way you can hunt 3 sets of dogs like that. It's just impossible.
Oh yeah.
And he is he's honestly, man, he spoiled me. He's the greatest person, the greatest partner. A heck of a hunter, knows the dog, but literally, I call him. I say, "Hey, man, is she ready? I'd like to go to this pro hunt." "Yeah, she'll be right. Come on." That's the way, he kept fire the same way. And I said, "Hey, man, it's a hunt in South Carolina I'd like to go to." "All right, well, she'll be ready." And,
Nice.
Or I call him. I say, "Hey, dude, it's a hunt here. I can't make it. Can you go?" "Yeah, I'll make it." And I get him an entry, and he goes. But it takes to run. I don't care what you're running. A squirrel dog, a coon dog, a bear dog at the top. Catching everything. You're traveling a lot. It takes more than one person. It's hard for one person to do it all.
Oh, for sure.
That's the reason you see. A lot of people don't pay a lot of attention to it. You look at the dogs winning big. It's 2 or 3 owners, and normally a different handler than the owners.
Mm-hmm.
Because one man can't get it all done.
No, not unless they have no job, just hunt all the time.
Yeah. And then that don't always lead to very good financial decisions.
Exactly.
And but which I've never been accused of making those either. I got this boy down the road from me. Shoot, I've been known. I'm the type of person. If I'm gonna hunt, I'm gonna hunt.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna have it best that I can get.
Yeah.
And I remember I always had decent competition dogs, but when I think I was 19 when I bought my first good competition dog.
Okay.
And people laugh at me. Man, I took a loan out for it. I'll take a loan. I ain't fine. I wanted a dog so bad. Everybody else buying trucks and buying this. Man, I took me a loan out for a dog.
Yeah.
But I wanted a good one, and that was the only way I could get it.
Did it pay off?
Yeah.
Well, good.
I made monthly payments on that thing.
You can certainly win. There's guys out there making a living doing it. You can do it.
Oh, absolutely.
There's people buying $100,000 dogs and making their money back. So you can do it.
Guys, they're a whole lot better than me. They are. It's a whole lot more to it than going hunting every night or striking a tree. And those guys are professionals. They are experts. They don't make many mistakes.
No, that's for
sure.
And
that's why they are. That's why they are where they are.
Yep. For sure.
But we try to do what we can, though, to compete, and we have a good time doing it.
Can't beat that.
No, but we'll keep on bear hunting and hunting, and so I'm gonna hunt as much as my wife will let me. Let me put it that way.
Yep.
Which I'm really blessed. Not pretty blessed. I'm really blessed. My wife, she pretty well expects me to be hunting something every day, and that's bear season is only a month in December, and when I first got back, I got a group of guys together to hunt, and they was giving me up a road because I wasn't hunting Christmas Eve. And I said, "No, I ain't hunting Christmas Eve." They said, "Man, we don't give it this much time to hunt." I said, "My wife tells me I'm not hunting Christmas Eve. I'm not hunting Christmas Eve."
Yep.
You let her tell you what to do. You know how guys are.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "But I said, my wife lets me hunt 360 days a year. I said, I don't hunt on Thanksgiving. I don't hunt on Christmas. I don't hunt on Christmas Eve. I said, you ain't going to catch me in the woods on those days, because those are the days she asked me not to hunt. I can hunt every single day of the week, all year long. I'm not hunting when she asked me not to hunt.
Yep, 100%.
And that's pretty easy way to get through. You keep mama happy.
Yep.
Life just falls on into place then.
That's for sure.
When you messaged me earlier, I thought about a funny story I thought I'd like to tell you.
Yeah.
Me and my little brother, I was 16 years old. Just had got my driver's license. My brother had a nice little 8-month-old black and tan pup. And if I'd have owned her, she'd have been the first all grand black and tan it ever was. And, but Dylan never would sell her to me because he knew that. And I had a little female off of James Atwell and David Reynolds' Trouble Dog. And she was about 7-8 months old. Well, they both 7-8 months old. We string coons with them by themselves. We had 2 talented young dogs right there together. Well, we done decided one night we was gonna hunt together. We hadn't cut them together yet. Been hunting by themselves. I said, all right, well, we'll go up here. And we went on the farm right below Wayne's home place. You know, because my family's got the farm right below his home place.
Okay.
So we turned loose up at the bottom there, sent them off the road back towards Wayne's place. And they strike, and they go around there, and it sounded funny. I look at Dylan. I said, man, does your dog treat? He said, no. He said, but she ain't moving. He said, I don't know what she's doing. I said, my dog ain't treating either. I said, but she's, I reckon they done caught something. I said, it must have caught that coon on the ground, dude. And I said, let's go in there. And like I said, I'm 16, he's 14 because I'm 2 years older than he is. We go in there, and they done caught this skunk on the ground in the middle of a road. And one of them, it couldn't get away, but they wouldn't get away from it. It couldn't get away. And I mean, oh man, it was a mess. And we finally, Dylan said, what we going to do? I said, I don't know. You got any ideas? So we go out scrounging through the woods and find poles. And we hook them in the collars of the dogs and drag them way off. Man, we got home. My grandma was ready to kill me. Boy, I smelled like skunk going to school for a week. The truck smelled like it. Man, it was terrible. That's the worst. I mean, you know, we've all had skunk on the collars. That's the only time I've ever actually been sprayed myself.
Yeah. Man,
that was terrible. My grandma, she wouldn't let me sleep in the bed. She made me sleep on the floor. She was afraid I was going to put it in the mattress and the sheets. She made me sleep on the floor.
She's probably right.
Yeah. Oh, we were bad off. But that was, I'll never forget that night. He said, what we going to do? I said, I don't know. You got a plan? Because we was young kids. We didn't know.
Yeah.
Never run into that before. I hope I never run into it again.
The only time I ever had anything similar, I don't know, he probably wasn't very old. He was probably maybe a year old, year and a half old. And he wouldn't leave that stupid skunk alone, but at the same point, he wouldn't kill it. Finally, I yelled at him enough and waited in there close enough, and I shot the skunk without shooting my dog. And then I was able to get a hold of him, because I was fixing to be sprayed if I wouldn't have shot that skunk, because like I said, I couldn't get a hold of him otherwise, you know.
Yeah, because see, we didn't have that option, because that was kind of like our honey hole. You know, we didn't knock them coons out of there.
Yeah.
So we was just out there in the elements. But man, that was a rough night. We definitely packed it on up after that one.
I'm sure you did.
That's a night I'll never forget there.
So you said you're all ready for Saturday then, Youth Day?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're geared up and ready. We're going. Luckily, the youth season is statewide, so we're going down to one of the deer clubs out east, and we're gonna give it a whack at it.
Nice.
See if we can't. My buddy of mine that I've been talking about, the one I got my bear dogs with.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try to get his little boy one. He's finally taken enough interest where we're gonna let him shoot one.
Yeah.
I'm all for kids hunting, and I'm happy for any parent. But like my little girl, she's 6 year old. I could take her in there and let her shoot one.
Mm-hmm.
But myself personally, I want to wait till it means something to them.
Yeah.
The wait till their first one is not. Well, Daddy carried me in there and he lined it up, and I pulled the trigger, but I don't really remember nothing. I remember my first bear, and I want my kid to too.
Yeah, 100%.
I want it to be a memory, not just a notch on the belt.
Yep. No, I agree.
That's people. They ask me all the time. I said, "Man, that's crazy." People don't believe me. I've only ever killed one bear in my life.
Oh, I believe that. Most bear hunters that I know, they've only ever killed one.
That's all I ever killed. I killed one. Wayne. I was with Wayne. Wayne traded. I killed it, and I was about 16, 17, something like that.
Okay.
And I never wanted to kill another. I could, I kill one every year. I want to.
Yeah.
But I got no interest in it. I had some I needed to kill. They look around and said, "Shoot us." I ain't got no gun. I don't even carry a gun in the woods. That thing slows me down. But now you still working on you a squirrel dog?
Trying to. We'll see.
I hear you. That's me. I don't know nothing about starting one, but I got Barbie down here. I picked her up Saturday. She's out of Joey Poston's knockout dog.
Okay.
And a dog called Monkey, Robert Bigger owns. She's out of Old South Stylish Knockout.
Mm-hmm.
I have a brother to her. The Monkey is way better than the one I got.
Gotcha.
But we'll see what she makes.
Yep.
We'll see. That's an interesting thing to me about the squirrel hunt. People ask me all the time, "Man, that thing looks like this. That thing looks like that." And you show up with a border collie if you want to. If that thing will tree with the rest of them, you hunt a border collie.
Yeah, they don't care.
And if it works, I promise you, next week it'll be 10 more border collies there.
Yep. That's like the bird dog crosses have been real hot here lately.
Yeah, because I guess it's pups. I don't exactly know. 8th bird dog or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Knockout's out of Lightning Jack, and he's got some bird dog in him. I don't know how much though.
Okay.
But yeah, the bird dogs. That's we was in that cast Saturday night. I was Saturday morning. I was the only one didn't have bird dog in them. The other 2 dogs was both quarter bird dog.
Yeah.
It was Nicky Hale's dog. His is bird dog, and Samuel Green was hunting a new dog he's got, and he said he's a quarter bird dog.
Gotcha.
I don't know the thought process behind it, but it's winning, so ain't no need to stop it.
Yep. Foot speed and winding ability, I think, is a lot of it.
I'm sure.
Just cover a lot of ground, and they also got a big winding nose. So
yeah, because I'm still trying to learn on that front. I don't know very much about it, but I'm trying. I'm trying to learn.
Yep. Well, heck, if you just made it in the finals of a USDC hunt, you're holding your own. That's for sure.
That was 100%. luck. That was the dog being smarter than me is what that was. That was the dog being smarter than me.
Well, get her in shape, and I'm sure you might just end up winning one.
Yeah, we'll give it a whirl. Be nice. She's a nice dog. She really is. She she'll get treed if she has to, but she wants to have her squirrels.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the craziest thing for me coming from coon hunts is they want to make trees and squirrel hunts.
Yeah.
Coon hunts. I only want a tree if I got him. 100% guaranteed. Nah, squirrel dogs. They want them to make trees no matter what. They'll figure out if they got squirrels later on.
Yep.
They. I was talking to some of the guys that was kind of educating me as I went.
Yep.
And being some really good resources. They was, kind of explaining to me. I said, "Do what?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "If it's a bad day, you just want your dog, lack of a better word, you just want to go out there and slick tree 10 times."
Yep.
I said, "You're joking. No, you can't be serious." No. I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's what separates the good ones from the great ones is knowing when to make trees and when to tree squirrels."
Yeah.
I said, "This is the wildest thing." But, seeing it firsthand, I understand. I get it. But when coming from a competition standpoint, coon hunting background, and you're like, man, you telling me you want your dog to slick tree on purpose? And it sure did throw a wrench. I couldn't comprehend that for a while.
Well, and even from a pleasure hunter standpoint, a lot of these guys, they still don't get it. They're like, why would you want that? So
yeah.
Because in a midday round when there's nothing moving, 10 circle trees, because in a squirrel hunt, it's very rare that you get minus. So.
Yeah, and
10
so
circle trees gets you to the next round or wins that round,
Yep. That's just like David Price. That him and his son Shane, they've been really well helping me. They live in Southern Virginia, North Carolina. Shane lives in North Carolina. And they won a truck last year with they got a half English, half Walker named Copper.
Okay.
And I've been hunting with them. I went hunting with Shane, and he was, explaining a lot to me, and I got to see Copper, and I got to see what it took, and I took Rose down, and I said, well, it's not a whole lot of difference, and if, he won the truck, she can compete anyway.
Yeah.
But they've helped me out a lot, and when he won the truck, the final round, he treed one squirrel, and that's what it ended up taking to win the truck. But it was blowing snow. It was a nasty day, and on the final cast, and they was making trees, and he finally got through the world and found one squirrel moving, and that's what sealed the deal for him.
Yep.
But it's definitely different, and I'm trying to wrap my head around all of it.
Yep.
But the bear hunting is still my favorite. That's where I still, that's the reason I still bear hunt first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
And I may not put the time in the bear dogs that I have in the past, but they'll still be ready to go when the time comes.
Well, good. Yep, it sounds kind of like you enjoy a good tree dog regardless.
Yeah, we enjoy following dogs here. That's for sure.
Good deal.
And it's really coming along. It's coming back. Coon hunting here in this part of the world, it about died there. I don't know. I'm gonna guess 7-10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you go hunt, it'd be 2 dogs.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good surge back now. I mean,
Well, good.
the hunts are looking really good.
Glad to hear it. So.
But is there anything else you got, man?
Nope. I know it's late, and I appreciate you doing this, and so I won't hold you up anymore.
All right, buddy.
But one of these days, I'm gonna get down there and hunt with you and see them white cloud dogs go.
Man, I hope you ain't disappointed.
Yeah, they might not be much to look at, but if they can tree a bear, I'll be happy.
Yeah, they get lucky and they find a lame one every now and then.
Well, maybe we'll get to see them under a tree one day. So,
absolutely, Ben. We'll talk to you, buddy.
Thank you. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Tree Talking Media. And until next time, keep them talking in the timber.